what do we have here? Kaiserdom German Premium Lager.
See, it's got the international Brazil flag and Kaiserdom Premium German Lager with international flags all around it. Limited World Edition 2014 apparently.
4.8% alcohol by volume. Well, it's nice and ice cold. Let's just crack this sucker open.
And 1718.
Okay, it's been around for quite a while.
Now this is a 1 litre can and we have two 500ml steins, so with any luck we should get half each. But anyway.
There's a little bit like left over.
So this is imported by JD Beverages in Victoria. 4.3 standard drinks apparently. Okay, product of Germany. Yeah. Produced and canned by the Kaiserdom Privatbrauerei in Bamberg, Germany.
Seems like moderately carbonated, and it's like a very pale golden colour actually, very pale golden. Yeah, it's quite clear. Maybe a slight haze to it. Yeah.
Yes, it's kind of bronzy golden, isn't it? It's not like a caramel golden.
No.
It's kind of like a greeny golden, if that makes any sense.
Greeny golden.
Yeah, it's
but yeah,
bronzy.
A very pale sort of golden.
Yeah.
Sort of colour.
Slightly bronze.
Slightly kind of hazy. Yeah.
It's quite yeasty. Not a big malt presence.
I can definitely pick up some bit of grass there actually.
Bit of a grassy.
Yeah, definitely.
Very slight caramel. Not so much bread. So
for me, I'm just getting the grass. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's actually a very light.
Bit of citrus, perhaps. Yeah. It's the hops that are really. It's the hops that are really coming out.
Yeah, the hops are sort of most present.
This is a bit of grain there, but yeah, it's really
orange peel maybe.
Yeah, I think that's
the light grain. It's not very toasty.
Yeah.
It's not a very toasty grain sort of smell, is it?
No,
very
but
light.
yeah, like definitely, like citrus, we're talking like sort of orange peel, rather than like lemon. It definitely smells very German. Yeah.
Let's see how unique this beer is.
That must mean we have to taste it.
Yes.
Proust.
Cheers, everyone. Don't know whether you can see me. Maybe I'm not sure if I'm off camera. Maybe.
Yeah. Very German. Yeah, it's definitely got a nice sort of breadiness to it.
The breadiness comes out once you drink it, doesn't it? Right?
Yeah, like I really kind of the breadiness for me is a real sort of residual taste. Yeah.
It's not like what was forward was the hops and the grassy. So
yeah. But you know, it also finishes quite dry, as you would expect for the style.
It's a little bit of caramel in the aftertaste as well. It sort of melts from that orange peel kind of taste into the caramel.
That subtle sort of grassiness, sort of citrus, orange peel type flavour sort of presents itself first, and then it just has this residual bready sort of taste.
With a caramel finish, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Like I find it like very refreshing. Like it's definitely one that is extremely drinkable, and certainly something that you could session at 4.8% ABV.
Absolutely.
You know. Yeah. I think it would be. Well, the thought that comes to mind is I just think, good Lord, this would be great on tap. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I also think that this is more of a beer for summer in Australia. I mean, imagine it's summer in Germany now, or the end of spring, getting close to summer in Germany.
Oh, it's very summery, yeah.
It'd be very
I mean,
good
it's
for
very
summer,
like
summer lager.
it's very light-bodied, but I wouldn't call it watery. Like,
No, not at all.
yeah,
Not at all.
yeah, yeah. Like, I think there's definitely that distinction where, you know, like a beer's light-bodied, but it's still a beer. It's got the viscosity of a beer. But, you know, sometimes, you know, obviously there's a lot of beers out there that just,
Like
you know,
Corona.
yeah, that have that just horrible watery sort of quality to them where, yeah, they're thin, but, you know, they go beyond just being thin. They just taste of water and are, like, you know, very, like, watery. Yeah, but this isn't like that. It's about as light as you could really go without being watery, I think.
Yeah, now we're talking light in taste and not light in alcohol. So.
Yeah.
So it's a very light lager.
But it goes down beautifully. Like.
Very well.
Yeah.
For a sessionable beer, it would be a good thirst quencher in the summer, I reckon.
It's interesting that they've imported it in just these 1 litre cans, because you know, I think if it were something that was just sold, you know, around like the $40 mark, you know, in you know, 330ml cans or 330ml bottles, I'd probably buy this regularly. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
definitely
a very decent lager. Yeah.
Definitely as a summer lager. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there was only like 4 of them on the shelf when I found it. It was just the flash of colour, and I was like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
And so I just picked it up. So
yeah, I don't know if there's going to be. I don't know if there's going to be too many takers for this. You know, when, you know, you're talking $9.99 like a can here. Like, it's I know that well, that's not really good value for money, because that would equate to about, you know, just a little over like 3 of your standard like European like bottles.
yeah, so that'd be $20.
Yeah, so if it were a 6-pack, you know, it'd be 20. So that's not good value. Like, I mean, there's a lot of German beers out, well, in Australia particularly, that are, you know, very well priced, and, you know, you're only looking at like between, you know, $12 to $15, you know, for a 6-pack. So, you know, as far as the price point goes, it's not all that good, really, when you really look at it. I know a lot of people, you know, just are, you know, like when they see like a 1 litre can of beer, they're like, you know, really impressed. But I think that, yeah, I mean, when you really like kind of scale it up, yeah, it's not really value for money. And plus, they're really doing this brewer a disservice by selling it just exclusively, you know, in this you know, in this particular configuration. Yeah.
I don't actually remember what I paid for it.
No, I remember like I was at Dan Murphy's a couple of weeks ago, and I saw it was $9.99 a can. Yeah, that was at Sunnybank. You know, as I'm drinking it down, that the caramel is coming out more. You know,
it's definitely a finish. You know, the breadiness and the caramel is a finish.
Yeah,
it comes in the aftertaste.
And it's definitely pleasant. Got its own, you know, really, it's just got its own really sort of pleasant, you know, smooth taste about it, and it's also a very sort of, it has its own distinctive sort of taste about it too. Yeah, and I'm like quite impressed with it. I mean, I really wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing mind-blowing, but it's pretty damn good, and it disappoints me that, yeah, because of, you know, this configuration that they're selling it in, it's probably not going to last.
Not unless the price point changed significantly.
Like, I think, you know, like $5 or $6 would be reasonable. Like, in, you know, in Australian terms for this. I mean, good Lord, in America, you know, you probably only pay like $2 for something like this. But yeah. Anyway,
I found it quite drinkable.
In
fact, I've drunk quite a lot of it. I'm finding that you get like
It's leaving some great lacing. Good lord.
the lacing is very good.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's still all the way down from the top of the
Yeah.
glass there. But I'm finding it has like a slightly sugary caramel kind of coat to your tongue, which is not unpleasant at all. It's very pleasant, and so it has a tendency to kind of cut the mucus off your tongue. I think this would be very good in summer. It's really a lovely beer. Kaiserdom. So there you go, folks. The international world edition of Kaiserdom, meant to be able to suit every palate in the world.
In terms of a score out of 10, I reckon an 8.
For a summer lager, I'd be giving it definitely, say, 8.8.
Really?
Yeah. Because, I think the only things that are letting it down are the way it's marketed here and the price point. And the fact is that we're at the end of autumn, almost winter, when we're actually giving it a review. So it's not the best conditions for it. So
still very enjoyable even at this time of year.
Yeah, so an average of 8.4. It's not too bad. Definitely worth a look. So if you have a check of this, maybe we can encourage the importers to do a bit better on it.
Yeah. Yeah, give us cartons of it. My preference would be 330ml cans, but $40.
I agree.
Yes.
Let's agree to that.
Yes.
Proust.